Hi everyone, this is Mark from Frankie. Today I would like to show you how you can use Frankie at your organization. We will take a look at how you can streamline, visualize your recruitment process through our unique board view. We will take a look at how we can add candidate and move candidate throughout the stages, and we will also take a look at automation tools that Frankie offers. Let's do that! So this is Frankie. This is what you're going to see when you're looking for the very first time. This is the main page, or the page that you will be probably using the most. We call this page Board. On the left side here, you will see a panel with every single page that exists in Frankie. The idea behind Frankie was to create a recruitment HR software that is extremely easy to use. So you won't find any more categories than you can see here on the left side. Today, I would like to focus on a page that we call Board. I will tell you a little bit more about how you can set it up, how you can use it, and how you can customize it so it fits perfectly the needs of your organization. Let's start from the top. Here you will find a basic search panel, basic search bar, when you can search for a specific candidate that you have inside of your recruitment process. Once you will find the candidate, you can click on the candidate and you will be redirected directly to the profile of a candidate, where you will find all of the basic information. Now let's go back to the board. On the right, you will find a little question mark. When you will log in for the very first time, this window will pop up automatically. It's a little demo, little tutorial, explain to you what is Frankie and how exactly to use it. So very useful information. Right next to the tutorial, of course, you will find your notifications, your profile, your settings. Then you will get to the candidates. Here you will see how many candidates, active candidates, you have inside of your recruitment process. You will also find here a different type of filters. To those I will get a little bit later. So the most important part here are probably boards. What are boards? Boards are basically the visual representation of your HR recruitment process. You can collapse the boards or you can expand the boards. All of those are customizable, so you can add as many steps as you need depending on your recruitment process. For smaller companies, it can be only 3, 4, 5 steps. For larger companies, of course, there will be a lot more steps. But every single board here basically represents a step or a stage in your recruitment process. In the right upper corner, in every single stage, you will find a setting. So if you will click on these 3 little dots, you can find a menu where you can directly add a candidate to the stage. You can rename the stage, move the stage to the left, to the right, or you can completely delete it. Also, this little arrow will help you to collapse each stage. So for example, those 2 buttons will collapse or expand all of the stages at the same time. So if we will collapse all of the stages, and for example, we will be working only with the stage that we call to be sorted, and we would like to plan an interview, we can close or collapse all of the other stages to avoid confusion. It's a lot easier to navigate when you have only those 2 open, and we can focus only on the first 2 steps of our recruitment process. So that was Board. When you will start using Frankie for the very first time, you will need to design your recruitment process by adding these boards here. Perfect. So now let me talk to you a little bit more about adding candidates and moving candidates through different stages. So we have basically two options how we can add new candidates to Frankie. The first one is that we will click on the new candidate here, or if you would like to add candidate to a specific stage, we can click on these three dots, then we will click on add candidate, and here we will basically fill all the necessary information that we have about the candidate. We can add expertise. The expertise are fully customizable. This I will show you a little bit later. In the settings, you can add different expertise. You will fill contact information, location, country. You can add your personal notes. You can upload the CV, of course, and then you will click on save. When you will click on save, the candidate will automatically appear here as a little card, and the candidate is basically ready to be interviewed. He's ready for the interview process at your organization. Now, let's go back to the board. So, we've learned how to create stages. We've learned how to design how your recruitment process. Now we learned how to add candidates, and now let me show you how you can move candidates through your recruitment process. It's very simple. As I was mentioning in the beginning, Frankie was designed with the simplicity in mind. So all you have to do is basically drag the candidate from one stage to another. It's simple as that. But Frankie has automation feature. So when you're moving candidate, it's not just moving card from one stage to another, but there are actions that are happening when you dragging the candidate. So let me show you. For example, let's say that we have a database of candidates here. These are all the people who are interested in working with us, and we would like to plan interview with Reese here. So what are we going to do? We will click on the Reese and we will drag her to another stage in our recruitment process, planning interview, and this little window will pop up. What kind of information you can find here? First, the name of the candidate that we are working with currently right now, which is Reese Turner. Then we will find their information about which stage we are moving the candidate from and to. So Reese is being moved from the stage to be sorted to the stage planning interview. And now here we have event or actions, and these are all the actions that are happening automatically when you are moving candidates from one stage to another. All these actions are fully customizable. In the settings, you can create every single action you want to happen when you're dragging candidates from one stage to another. You can email recruiters. If there is multiple recruiters or interviewers who will be interviewing a candidate, they will get an email. For example, if there's a specific recruiter for hard skills or tech skills or soft skills, these people will be automatically notified and the candidate will appear in their pipeline. You can update CEO, you can update HR director, you can even email the candidate. The Frankie will automatically email the candidate. The candidate will receive email that you can also fully customize. You can add your corporate identity, you can add your logo, you can customize the text. The candidate will receive email with a Calendly. He will be able to schedule an interview with you, and you basically don't have to do anything. All you do, you will move the candidate from one stage to another, click confirm, and all these actions that I just showed to you will happen automatically on the background. So that was moving candidates from one stage to another and the automation. Now you know what is happening or what happens when you move one candidate or candidate from one stage to another. The actions that are happening are fully customizable. You can add as many actions as you want to every single stage that you have here in the board. Now, what happens when we will get to the end of our recruitment process? As you will be dragging the candidates from one stage to another, you will of course get to the end of the process, and this is where you will archive the candidate. You will click on the candidate card, you will archive the candidate, choose the reason, why you want to archive the candidate, and the candidate will automatically appear here in View Archive. In the archive, you will have every single candidate that has ever been through a recruitment process at your organization. You will find a lot of different filters. You can filter candidates by stages, expertise, date, time. You can also filter the candidates by some specific expertise or specific reason. So let's say, for example, that you have 200 candidates here in the database, in the archive, and in a couple of months your organization will be opening a new Java developer position. So if you will type Java here, all of the candidates that have Java expertise in their profile will be automatically listed here, and then you can basically put them back to the boards, to the recruitment process, and start the recruitment process with the candidate all over again. Now let's go back to the board, and the last thing that I have for you today is the filter options that we have in the board view. So you can filter in archive, but you can also filter through the active candidates, or the candidates who are being interviewed right now. There are multiple roles that we have in Frankie. So you can, for example, filter only candidates that you are responsible for. In the future, you will be assigning candidates to your coworkers or your employees. All the users of Frankie application will appear here in this window. So if you would like to see, for example, all the candidates that is your coworker or employee responsible for, you can do it here in the recruiters filter. And you can also, again, filter by specific expertise. So if you would like to see all the candidates who are being currently interviewed, for example, for a Java position, you can find it. You can find it here. If you will write Java here, all the candidates with the Java expertise will be listed automatically here. All right, so I think we successfully made it to the end of today's video. So this is basically how you can use Frankie at your organization. This is how you can design and visualize the recruitment process simply by adding boards that represent stage or step in your recruitment process. You can add candidates, move candidates from one stage to another. There's also automation implemented in the Frankie app, so there's always some action happening on the background when you're moving candidates from one stage to another. All of these actions are fully customizable as well. You can decide how many actions do you want to happen when you're moving every single candidate, and you can also fully customize every single stage that you see here in the Frankie board view. All right, so if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much, and I will definitely see you next time.